Magic is a timeless art form that has captivated people for centuries. It's a craft that weaves a tale of mystery and wonder in the minds of those fortunate enough to witness it. Yet, amongst the thousands of magic tricks that have been created by magicians, there emerges one legendary magic trick, often referred to as the Holy Grail of card magic. It's a trick so simple that anyone can do it, yet so devious, it fools even the most skeptical of spectators. Its secret is known only to a select few, but today I'm going to teach you this magic trick and gift you the knowledge of the Holy Grail itself. The magician has a deck of cards and spreads them out onto the table. He then gives them a few clean cuts, which changes all of their positions. The deck is then spread face up to show that every card is mixed and different. The magician then roughly splits the pack into two even piles and places them next to each other, asking the spectator to choose one. This is genuinely a free choice, and they pick the pile on the left. So the spectator picks up the left pile and then shuffles it up any way that they like. They even give the cards multiple riffle shuffles to really mix things up. Everything is clean and fair. The magician then takes the cards back and spreads them out onto the table, asking the spectator to choose any card that they want. In this case, they've chosen the 8 of Hearts. This is then placed back somewhere into the spectator's shuffled pile, and the cards are then shuffled even further into the deck by the magician. He even gives the cards a riffle shuffle and an overhand shuffle to mix everything up even more. The spectator's then told to cut off any number of cards from the other pile. He cuts some cards off. These cards are added to the pile with the spectator's selection in, and the magician shuffles everything up again. To really take this to the next level and to prove that every card is really being mixed up, the magician then peels cards from the top and the bottom of the deck one at a time. This way there's no way to cheat, as every card in the deck is clearly being moved to a different position. This could not be any more fair. The magician then points to the other pile on the table and says that we're going to count out the number of cards to form a number. Remember, had the spectator cut off more or less cards, then this number would be completely different. The magician counts off the cards, and there are 20. He then points to the deck of cards that both he and the spectator fairly shuffled and says, wouldn't it be amazing if your selection was the 20th card down in this mixed pack? He counts off 20 cards, and amazingly, the 20th card is the spectator's 8 of Hearts. The spectator is fooled. Hey everyone, it's Oscar here. Thanks so much for watching the video so far, and I'm about to teach you how the magic trick works. But firstly, I just want to thank Wade for performing this effect. He's a very talented magician from Japan, so go and check out his channel by clicking one of the links in the description. And then secondly, if you want to learn magic tricks that are just too good to reveal on YouTube for free, then please check out my course, Card Magic Pro. Inside, I just reveal all the greatest card tricks and sleights ever created. It's the most popular card magic course in the world, and it's turned thousands of people into amazing magicians. So if that sounds interesting, then please click the first link in the description to check out the course. It really does help support the channel, and it will make you the most interesting person in the room. Anyway, let's learn how this magic trick works. This effect is called any card at any number, and it's often known by magicians as the Holy Grail of card magic. Amazingly, this is almost a self-working version of this effect, which requires basically no sleight of hand. But you do need to make sure that you have an even number of cards in the deck. So if it's a full deck, you should have 52 cards in there, not including jokers, and if you do have jokers, make sure you've got 2 of them. Then all you need to do is remember what card is in the middle of the deck, which in this case will be the 26th card down. So count off 26 cards, as that's half of 52, and in this case, the 8 of Spades will be our selection. So just remember the middle card, and that will be your key card. Now we can begin the trick. Start by cutting the deck into 3 piles as shown, pile A, pile B, and pile C. Then collect pile A, put it on pile B, and then put it on pile C. This is a very deceptive false cut, and you'll notice that the cards are still in the same order, meaning you still know what the middle card in the deck is. You can do this a couple of times if you like, it's a nice way to start out the trick. Now spread out the cards and split it at your key card. Here is the 8 of spades, so that's where we're going to split the deck. You should now have 2 completely even piles on the table. Now square up everything and turn over both piles and allow the spectator to choose one. This is genuinely a free choice, and then just instruct them to pick up the chosen pile and shuffle it up as much as they like. Once they're done, take back the cards and spread them out onto the table. They can choose a card, and again, this is a free choice from a shuffled deck that they just mixed up, which is one of the reasons why this trick is so deceptive. In this case, they've chosen the 7 of diamonds. Here's where the first and pretty much only sleight comes in. You need to control their card to the bottom of the deck. So here is how. Take their card back and push it into the middle of the pack as shown. Then once there's about an inch of the card sticking out, use your thumb to pull up on the card whilst pushing it in. This creates a little break which you can then hold with your pinky finger. Now simply pick up the pile from the break and drop it onto the table. The spectator selection will be on the bottom of the pile. Here's a closer look, and if you want a more detailed tutorial on this control along with a complete guide on how to go from beginner to pro in card magic, then check out my course Card Magic Pro by clicking the first link in the description. Now their card is on the bottom, you can perform any number of full shuffles you like. Here Wade is doing a false overhand shuffle, but if you don't know any full shuffles then don't worry, you can just simply move on to the next part of the trick. Tell the spectator to cut off any number of cards from the deck. You can even ask them to cut more cards if they wish, it really doesn't matter. Once they've done that, take the packet with the spectator selection on the bottom and place it on top of the cards they've just cut off. Here's where the magic happens. You're going to do something known as the klondike shuffle. This shuffle is really what makes this effect work, as it's a mathematical formula. Simply hold the cards between your thumb and middle finger, and then using your other hand, draw the top and bottom cards from the deck and drop them onto the table. You need to justify doing this shuffle by saying that this is the fairest way in the world to actually shuffle the cards. As you can see, every card is actually changing place, the top and the bottom cards, so there's literally no way to cheat. Keep doing this shuffle until the packet that you're shuffling is thinner than the other pile that's on the table which we haven't touched. You can then just drop the rest of the cards on top. There's also a more advanced way to do this under the guise of an overhand shuffle, and it looks like this. To perform this, hold the cards as you would in a normal overhand shuffle. Clip both the top and bottom card of the deck in a pincer hold as you can see here, and then using your fingers and thumb drag them off the deck together. Do this over and over again until the pack has been shuffled, and like before, once the packet in your hand is thinner than the packet on the table, you can then just place the rest of the cards on top of the deck in your hand. From here, the trick just works. Count out the number of cards from the other pile, in this case there are 17. This means that 17 cards down in the packet shuffled with the Klondike shuffle will be the spectator's 7 of diamonds. This is a beautiful, self-working and gimmickless trick that you can do with any deck of cards. Thanks so much for watching guys, please subscribe if you want more magic like this and check out Card Magic Pro by clicking the first link in the description.